Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there.
This cowardly officer was so intimidated by a mother-daughter duo that he broke the law and aggressively confronted them. But the worst is yet to come. These next cases expose some of the most corrupt cops caught red-handed.
Here, let me explain something to you. You be extremely... No, don't walk away from me.
Am I under arrest?
No, just be extremely careful when you come up on somebody.
Okay, be extremely careful.
Listen,
when you're
I didn't see you.
because you cut me off. You did not even use your turn signal. Use your
At the
turn
last
signal.
minute, he called. He needed me over here.
So use your turn
Okay,
signal.
I did not
Is that
know
the law?
that. Okay.
Are you supposed
Listen,
to use
do
the turn
not
signal?
come up threatening on me like that.
I'm
That's a
not
good way to
threatening.
go to
Look at
jail,
you.
okay?
For what? My bad drive?
No.
You're going to
you
send
do
me to
not come
jail
up
for
here
your
beating
bad
on my
driving?
window.
Deputy Croft couldn't control his ego, and the fact that someone walked up to him to demand accountability, that is when he did something outrageous.
Oh,
I
man.
knocked on your window.
Okay.
I knocked on your
Be
window
extremely
after
careful.
you
That's
cut
called
across
menacing.
2 lanes without
Oh,
your turn signal.
Oh, I think you're fixing to go to jail.
Because of your
listen
bad
to
driving.
me. You do not come up in a protest like that, beating on my window.
I
You about
knocked on your
scared me because
window.
I had no clue you were there.
Did you have a clue I was behind you when you cut across 2
I
lanes
did
of
not.
traffic?
No, I
Then
did
you
not.
should drive better.
Okay, I have a dog in my back. It's hard for me to see. No, I apologize to you. Now this will
I
be the
didn't hear
third
that.
time.
Okay.
It's not extremely smart to be acting the way you're acting right now because I will put you in jail. Okay,
No,
I
I
will
don't.
put you in jail. I don't care.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand me?
Do I understand what?
That I will put you in jail.
For what?
First off, your disorderly conduct,
What
menacing,
disorderly
beating on my
menacing?
window like
You
that.
are
Okay.
armed to the teeth, and I'm menacing. I knocked
You don't
on
walk
the
up on
window.
us like that.
Okay.
You have your driver's license on you, ma'am? Simple
it's a
question.
traffic stop.
It is now.
Why?
Because you got out on my vehicles and beat on my window. Now, right now, I'm investigating a disorderly conduct. I need to see your driver's license and your proof of insurance.
The woman, who was later identified as Juniper Mulligan, had done nothing wrong but knocked at his window a couple of times, asking him to watch what he does on the road. Instead of accepting his mistake and letting it go, Croft did the unthinkable.
Okay, this is not a traffic stop. So I walked
Do
up.
you understand what I'm asking you?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
I just don't
I
think
need you
you're
to
right.
get your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Well, for helping out your buddies, but you don't have to cross 2 lanes of traffic.
Some driver's license.
I'm sorry, please don't take it out of my hand.
Let me have your driver's license
No,
so I
I
can
am
cut you a
required to
citation.
present it. Hey, give
Back
my
off
property
before
back.
you go to jail.
Give my property back.
Don't be reaching in your car either.
For my phone.
So, I can't do nothing with this dog in the back.
Stay right there.
He stole my property.
Stay
He
right.
snatched it
No,
out
he
of my
didn't.
hand.
That's the state's property.
The corrupt officer even called for backup, and things were only about to escalate from there.
I cut her phone over, never seen her over there. Of course, I can't say a whole lot of that. She comes up here, I'm getting ready to talk. You know, she comes beating on my window, scares me to death. I had no clue. Jumped out, she starts freaking boom, 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 boom. So I hit the record, fixing the hooker, right for this order. Hold that, and go ahead and
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
I'll talk to you in a minute, okay?
It is shocking to see how fragile this tyrant's ego was, as he retaliated like an angry teenager. Clearly, he is unfit to wear the badge.
this over the conduct. Big on the window. We might have minutes now. That's amazing. I would 100% say that's amazing. You need to go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
For what?
Disorderly conduct and menacing.
Menace. This is funny. Okay.
Don't resist.
I'm going to do it. Just
Okay.
you don't have to hand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You want my keys now? Yes, take me.
Like that. Don't be grabbing on stuff. But don't be jerking out until we know. We don't know what you're pulling out
Okay,
here.
well,
but
you're not allowed to go in my pocket.
Okay, then have a seat. You don't want us to go in your... Yeah, actually, we can go in your pocket. You're under arrest, so
You're under arrest. Stop it.
No, I'm Caldwell. Oh, that's my daughter.
I'm double locking these cuffs so they don't tie up on you, okay?
If she don't want to give her keys up, then we'll tow that vehicle.
Now, if you thought this was bad, the officer's intimidation tactics would escalate even further.
All right, I'm gonna walk you back here, okay?
I would like to give my mother my keys now.
Okay.
I would like to give my mother my
No,
keys.
so you're not going to do it. You're handcuffed. Okay.
I know.
So,
I want my mother to go in my
listen,
pocket.
listen to me.
No,
You're under
I
arrest.
want
So
her
this is
to
a
take
search
it.
incident to arrest. Okay. I'm lawfully able to search you after
Okay.
you've been placed under arrest. Okay.
Sure.
I understand, but I'm just telling you how it is. Do you have any kind of weapons, guns, knives? I saw you hand a knife to your mom over there.
I'll
Okay. Is there
hand
anything
it
else?
to her. She took it out of
All
my
right.
pocket.
I just want you to know, okay, I'm actively recording right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search you well enough to ensure that you don't have anything that's going to harm me, okay? So you do want your mom to have cash, correct?
I want her to have my keys, whatever's in my pockets.
Yes.
I'd like to keep my chapstick though.
Make sure there ain't nothing folded up in here.
The deputy claimed that Juniper had threatened him, and he was about to charge her with menacing. It is bizarre how the citizens can't even approach cops now.
Go ahead and just grab that out with your left hand.
Sure.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Okay, yeah, come here. Get on the...
I was just handing my
Yep.
property to my mother.
Hey, unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
You're not grabbing anything on this car.
Occupant in the vehicle. He has a Concord Fire Department shirt on.
Stay there. Do not touch those keys.
Excuse me. I'm not a freaking dog.
I'm gonna let Croft decide what to do with the vehicle. And that's what I told her. I said, we're gonna let them decide what to do with the vehicle until we start giving keys to people. So they're gonna stay right there until Croft gives a call.
These officers are too scared, and they might try to find another career. A sergeant who had arrived on the scene tried talking to Juniper, but it was too little too late.
You wish to talk to me about what happened today that led to this? Because it's honestly, I don't know. I rolled up here and the situation was already happening.
Alright, will it affect my arrest?
Do what?
Will it affect this? Do I get out? Cut in front of me across 2 lanes of traffic, no lights, no signals. And I honked at him, and then I came here to tell him he was a bad driver, and this happened.
I believe that's where the problem's gonna
I just went
lie.
up and knocked on his door. I knocked twice on glass. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you realize there's better. Would you agree that we could have went about this in a better way? You know that you can just go to the sheriff's department and say, "Hey, I want to talk with the sheriff. I've got a problem with what happened today on the road." Do you realize that's the way to go about this? Because listen, let me tell you something. I do not enjoy taking away people's freedoms. I did not get in this job to do so.
The officers had already made up their minds, and Juniper was eventually taken to the police station.
But I wish that on your side as well, I wish that we could have done better today
Me
to
too.
not do this. Because, I mean, I wish that we would have been able to go, you know what, he would have, I guarantee you, if you went to the sheriff's department and said, this is what's happening, they would have called him directly, and he would have came up there, and you guys could all three had a meeting.
All I wanted to do was tell him he was driving badly.
Yeah.
And then he turned it around and got mad at me. All I was going to do was let him know he cut across 2 lanes of traffic. You know, if you're supposed to uphold the law, you should, actually follow the law.
That is your right to do, but I tell you, whenever you go there and you beat on his window and you put him in fear of physical injury, that's
Okay,
called
I
menacing.
disagree with that.
Well, I wasn't here for that. Okay, it's frustrating, and I want to go up there, and I want to say, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I can't, because that's first of all, that's extremely unprofessional, and there's better ways to do it.
The brave woman was charged with menacing and disorderly conduct, but both charges were dismissed a month later. Now she has filed a civil rights lawsuit against the officers and the city, and we can expect that she will get some well-deserved compensation. Now, while this cop did the unthinkable, this next chief made an even bigger blunder.
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me.
On November 9th, 2023, multiple Bradley Beach police officers were handling a traffic stop when they were unexpectedly interrupted by someone they know all too well.
The army. I am not the police, okay? I came here with the ambulance. I want to make sure you're okay. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. I'm asking you if he's armed or not. Oh, yeah, no. What? Yeah. I get that. I'm not saying you aren't. I just want to make sure your head is okay. He's giving them a problem.
Uninvited, Police Chief Leonard Guida made his way onto the scene and was extremely intoxicated. But then he did something completely unexpected.
Why you got a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look at the tell me what's on the back there.
Oh, it washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant, for God's sake.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay? Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Come over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? Fuck, bro. You grabbed me. What? Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Sergeant William Major didn't give any extra protocol to the corrupt chief and took him to the cleaners as soon as he touched him. However, this was only going to worsen the chief's attitude.
Take him, man. Take him.
No, you're gonna go in.
Take him.
Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're gonna get locked up.
No,
Chief, you're gonna get locked up. You're grabbing me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
Instead of addressing a critical accident and a potential crime scene, the officers were now fighting each other. The level of clownery here is absolutely unreal.
That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. Now we got a real problem, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
We do.
All right, you're gonna have to go inside.
No, how about we do
No,
this?
no.
we go
Billy,
inside?
Billy, you're gonna have to go inside right now with me. You're gonna have to go inside and
We're
there's
in a
gonna be-
serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said
You were out
come
of
over
line.
here.
You're out of line. You grab me. It's on
Billy,
video.
Billy,
It's on video. I'm not
Billy.
going to argue with it. I have a crash
Billy.
to work.
To make matters worse, the drunk chief exonerated the officer, ordering him to head back home, leaving a crucial stop.
You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're
I'll
relieved.
go
No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go home in the headquarters and wait for me.
After my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy,
Right here. They could
Billy.
get waffled because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy, please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm
You're
suspended?
Yes,
Okay. Then I'm suspended. I'm going home.
yes. Billy, come here.
I'm going home.
You're going- no,
we
you-
can't talk.
no,
I'm
no.
suspended.
No.
No, I'm suspended. I'm
You're
going
to headquarters
home.
and you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended.
You're going to
I'm going home.
You're going to go in the headquarters and wait for me there.
Let me work my crash. This is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain to you. Billy, you're suspended.
As Sergeant William departed the scene, the chief had some words with another officer who looked pretty scared.
See what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
There's some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major.
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended. You already got this. What do you got here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
Go on, Billy.
In a twist of events, the chief came over to the sergeant once again and had a conversation with him as if nothing had just happened.
I mean, in there.
Yes, we're going to meet you in there. Go and put the dog in right now.
There's nowhere to put her. She's going to ruin things.
Okay, we'll leave her in there. Go in.
I'm going. I got people on the road. I want to make sure they're safe. I want to run you over, so watch out.
No. Come on. Go ahead. You know I love you. Come on.
I know. What? What's wrong with you?
Billy.
Why would you do that to me?
Stop. Billy. Stop. You got enough problems already. Please.
Okay.
The sergeant left the scene, but a few days later, Chief Guida was suspended and placed on administrative duty. Sergeant William, on the other hand, was immediately called back and continues to serve the department. Drunk cops surely cause lots of trouble, but what this next guy did will leave you shocked.
I do work for Union City PD.
What's that?
I do work for Union City PD.
In July of 2023, police officers were out on routine patrol when they noticed a car parked on the highway. As they approached the vehicle, they noticed an individual slouching over the steering wheel and went over to approach him.
How you doing? Secaucus Police. Put your car in park. Put your car in park.
Hey, yo.
How you feeling? Okay. Secaucus Police, Officer Gonzalez has been recording my body cam, okay? What happened?
We're home, man. That's it.
Uh-huh. You know where you are?
Yeah, home.
Where are you?
By Hogan.
You where?
By Hogan.
By Hogan?
By Hogan.
By Hoboken? You know what town you're in?
Yeah, Hogan.
You know, you're not in Hoboken.
We're home.
Where's home?
Like 2 blocks away. I live in Secaucus.
You live in Secaucus?
Yes, sir.
Where in Secaucus do you live?
Like a block away.
Block away? Can you roll out this window a little bit more?
The driver was none other than Union City Police Officer Mauricio Garces. The officers could smell alcohol on his breath, and he was about to get into some real big trouble.
No, you understand what's going on, though? You understand why I'm here talking to you?
Of course, brother.
What happened?
Motor vehicle stop.
Huh?
Motor vehicle stop.
It's not a motor vehicle stop. You weren't driving.
You got it, brother. I'm going straight home.
You going straight home? Where you coming from?
Union City.
You coming from Union City?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
Going straight home.
You going straight home? That's it?
Yes, sir, brother.
Yeah, but you're not answering my question. You weren't driving your car, okay? I didn't stop you. You already stopped,
Yes, sir.
okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what you were doing?
Yes, I want to stop and then go home straight home.
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding what I'm saying. The reason why I'm here is because you fell asleep.
Yes, sir. So, sir,
No, you didn't say any of that. Okay, I just woke you up right now.
Yes, sir. I went straight home. That's it.
Okay, you're repeating yourself.
It took quite a while for Garces to even understand what the cop was saying. He was shortly brought out of the vehicle for some field sobriety tests.
All right. Huh?
2 blocks away. That's it.
2 blocks away or anything?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's the exchange.
Okay. Your speech a little slurred. Okay. Did you drink anything?
I'll have a couple drinks.
You had a couple of drinks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'm gonna ask you to step out of the car for me. Leave your car in park. All right. Just step out of the car. Okay. Why are you looking away from me? I'm talking to you.
All right. Yes, sir.
Look towards me. Okay. What's a couple?
Like 2.
Like 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Garces tried to abuse his authority to bypass protocol, but the Secaucus police officer stood their ground and refused to be intimidated.
You take your hands out of your pocket for me?
I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you for anything at the time, okay?
No.
What are you doing? Have you?
Sorry,
I guess
brother.
you've done this already in the past? You have?
Yeah, I do work for Union City PD.
What's that?
I do work for Union City PD.
I never asked you that.
I know.
Why would you bring it up?
I'm just telling you.
Okay. But what does that have to do with you being checked like this before? Nothing.
No.
I guess you want me to take some type of preference or something that you mentioned that?
No.
Like I said, you're being recorded right now also, okay?
I know, brother. I don't.
Okay? All right, do me a favor. Take your hat off.
You're doing your job.
Take your hat off. Okay? Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do, okay? You have any medical conditions? You wear glasses?
No.
Contacts? You have a glass eye?
No.
No? Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do, okay, look at me. Look at my pen, okay? All right? And you just follow my pen without moving your head, all right? Just your eyes, okay? Don't move your head. Look straight and just move your eyes. Okay.
Finally, it was time for the field sobriety test, and his performance was downright comical. An arrest was all but guaranteed.
Whenever you're ready, keep your hands to the side. Go ahead, you may begin.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, come over here. Come over here.
After following the protocol with the 3 tests, Garces was eventually arrested and taken to the police station.
All right. Put your hands together like this. Put your hands together. Okay, you're being arrested right now for suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol, okay?
This shameless cop embarrassed his entire city by acting like a child in front of this auditor.
And what law is that?
That's my law. That's my facility.
I'm willing to go to jail to defend my rights.
What rights do you have?
Police officers are often criticized for breaking the very laws they swear to uphold. Today we will look at cases where corrupt cops realized they were being recorded and instantly went on a rampage. Stay tuned until the end because the last case will leave you stunned. On August 6, 2023, a First Amendment auditor was filming outside of the Durham Regional Police Station when 4 officers came over to him and immediately started to intimidate him.
Can I ask what we're doing here?
Just taking some pictures for you.
Of what though?
Everything I
Police
can see.
facility?
Everything I can see.
The property. And there's a lot of things that happen here that are police related that can't be on the news and such.
What law is that?
That's the general law. It's trespassing.
What law is it?
It's a general law.
So me filming in there is trespassing?
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
O'Connor.
And your name?
Higgins.
What's your name, sir?
Quigley.
Your name, sir?
Clippertons.
You guys agree with what he just said? I'm not allowed to film whatever I can see from public?
In a private facility? No. In a police facility? No.
Whatever I can see from public, I can film, sir. Are you guys gonna back him up on that, or?
The auditor was filming a public building and had every right to be there, but Sergeant O'Connor, who clearly had no clue about the law, was set to make things incredibly tough for him.
For you to go, am I being detained?
No.
I'm free to go, right?
Yes.
Then I'm free to stay as well, right?
Well, and we'll stay right here with you.
It's a good use of your time.
No, it's very good use of our time.
Oh,
Still private property in the visitors parking.
it's visitors parking.
Still private property.
Trust me, I've been through this with many other departments.
Okay.
If you want to keep going this way, I recommend not to, bro.
I don't care. I'll stay in here as long as I want to.
I know all my laws and all my rights.
Do you?
Yeah. You standing here is just making yourself look like, a bad guy. What are you doing?
Not really.
You know what he's talking about. First, he told me I can't film in there and that it would be trespassing. Now you're saying that I can, but you're just gonna sit here.
You can't film within our facilities.
Are you gonna arrest me if I do, sir? Okay, then I can.
The officers knew he wasn't breaking any law, yet instead of moving on, they wasted taxpayer dollars, continuing to intimidate a man who knew more about the law than all of them combined.
Be more professional.
I'll be professional when you leave.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Trust me, I'll be here long before you leave.
Is there something you're looking for in particular?
Because I feel like I'm being threatened.
No, you're not being
I'm
threatened.
Being harassed.
We're having a conversation,
My
right?
Canadian right to film in public, whatever I can see from public, including private property. That's my Canadian right. I can do that. I don't have to answer any of your questions. I don't have to cooperate in your little investigation here. I don't have to do any of that. I'm glad your body cameras are on, and you might learn a lesson here today. You might get a little bit educated. Next time you see somebody else filming, maybe go up to them and say, hey man, how's it going? Beautiful facility, huh? Would you like to take some pictures of my squad car?
Sergeant O'Connor proved to be the most clueless of them all. He kept asking ridiculous questions and got schooled by the auditor, who completely took him to the cleaners.
Still back. So if I film in there, what are you going to do? You told me I can't do it. You said it's common law, quote unquote. It's common law. I can't film into your facility.
Yes, because there's police techniques.
Am I breaking common law right now? I'm zooming in. Am I breaking common law right now, sir?
In my mind, yes.
Okay, and what law is that?
That's my law. That's my facility.
Would you like to arrest me, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay, then what are you trying to accomplish here, bud?
Nothing. I'm standing here with you.
I'm willing to go to jail to defend my rights.
What rights do you have?
I have the right to film in public. Just like I can lay a pray mat out right here and pray to Allah. I have that right. That's my Canadian Charter rights. I have the right to call you jackass and give you the middle finger.
Yes, you do.
That's Canadian Charter Rights, Section 2.
Turns out the sergeant doesn't care about citizens' rights. After making a fool of himself, he shamelessly continues to lie about everything.
Body camera footage, then that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. Anything you guys conspired before walking up to me, anything you conspire after, I'll have all of that. So don't mute it. Appreciate it. That's another Canadian right of mine.
What's that?
The freedom to your information.
Yeah, Freedom of Information Act, yeah.
Yeah. You want me to leave?
Yes.
Yeah, why?
Because I don't like you filming the police station.
Well, you're at work right now, right?
Yes, I
Under
am.
the color of the law? Am I breaking the law?
No.
Then why do you want me to leave?
Because I don't feel the need for you to be filming the police station when there's police techniques that are involved.
That has nothing to do with you.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
I work here. It does.
That has nothing to do with you. I can be on this public easement all I want. Why don't you just leave me alone, Higgins?
The officers weren't just intimidating a law-abiding citizen, they were also disrupting traffic, forcing cars to cross solid lines.
Find all of this back and see all the things that you tried to tell me at the beginning of this interaction that weren't true and that were unlawful. And you're trying to tell me, you're trying to bully me away
Am I?
from me. Yeah, you were. You were. Yeah. You thought that I didn't know my rights. You thought that I wouldn't know what I was talking about. You thought that I wouldn't know.
Don't care if you know what you're
It's
talking
okay.
about.
You picked the wrong one today, O'Connor.
Sounds like they're called to raise somebody. I heard that they
I
confronted
would suggest you go back to work. Seems like that guy just committed a traffic violation.
Which one?
It's on the silver right there.
What did he do?
You got it on camera.
What did he do?
How long until you guys just do the walk of shame and realize I'm not going to go anywhere? It could have been the walk of honor if you came and, gave me some respect and told me what I'm doing isn't illegal and I can film in there all I want. I would have told you my name. I'm going to look that up. I probably filed my own complaint on you.
For what?
For giving me unlawful orders.
Did I tell you to leave yet? Have I asked you to leave? Have I told you?
Did you tell me if I film in there it's breaking the law?
I said it's
Yes, you did.
Commonwealth, yes. Because
Thanks.
there's police techniques.
Keep talking.
That can't be
You have the right to remain silent, O'Connor. Keep talking yourself into a hole. You have the right to remain silent, brother. Please, exercise your Canadian rights.
The sergeant must have realized he had made a huge mistake beefing with this auditor, but things were about to get even worse as he started to make fun of the corrupt cop.
You have anything to drink tonight, sir?
Have you?
Are you okay, sir?
Yes, I am.
You need medical help?
No. You seem like you're a little offside, but...
Yeah. All right, O'Connor. So what's next? What are you going to tell me next?
Nothing. We're just staying out.
You're going to suggest that I'm a little lopsided, I'm a little drunk, and you're going to try to arrest me? Huh?
So I'm asking you back.
What's next here, O'Connor? You know what?
I am the sergeant. I am the sergeant.
You are a sergeant?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's unfortunate. Can I request your supervisor, O'Connor?
No. Chief isn't working today.
There's nobody above you on right now?
No.
You got stripes on that? You got stripes on that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. That's, wow. How did that happen?
Because I work hard.
Basic Canadian Charter rights.
The officers were now bullying the auditor as they stood right in front of his camera, blocking his view and refusing to leave him until he decided to go.
Do you want anything in particular? Just answer the question.
You enjoy the rest of your shift.
All right. Just stay off the property, man.
You guys go kick snow.
All right.
Okay?
If you need something particular, you let us know. Okay?
You have a good shift. Bye, O'Connor. Don't you leave before me.
Apart from the sergeant, the other officers eventually leave the scene and the auditor. They all turned off their body cams, but Sergeant Higgins forgot to mute his, accidentally recording everything they said in private.
Hey? Sorry? No, there's nothing. He's not doing anything in violation. Well, that's up for debate, I guess, right? I don't know.
So if I sat outside of his place and videotaped his place, his cars, that's
I don't know. So I'm trying to find a definitive answer and nobody's picking up here.
So every car that comes through here, he's picking up. You can go sit out at your place and sit there for your car.
Yeah, he's across the road. Yeah, he's just being a goof. But Grego won't let go. But, I mean, Grego won't let go. I'm just saying it's not worth our time. Like, just let's go.
Despite the cops realizing that he wasn't breaking any law, they kept questioning him and wasting his time. To make matters worse, O'Connor stuck around acting like a 9-year-old child.
Can you call him off? What is this? He's literally harassing me.
I'm making sure you're safe. You're part of the community, you said, so I'm making sure you're safe. That's what I'm doing. I want to make sure you're safe. So I'm going to stand where I can make sure that you're safe.
Please stop coming up to me. I'm safe.
I'm making sure you're safe.
On the public, yes.
I have to make sure you're safe.
One thing clear for the camera.
Sir, you are part of the community. I am making sure you're safe. You're standing too close to the roadway. I'm afraid of you getting hit by a car. So I'm making sure you're safe. I'm a very visible presence. So I'm making sure that you are safe.
Please have a nice day, sir.
I gotta make sure you're safe.
Stop harassing me.
I'm not. I'm making sure you're safe because you're part of the community.
Stop harassing me.
You're part of the community, so I'm making sure you're safe.
This is exactly why there is a huge gap between law enforcement and the public. Sergeant O'Connor failed in his duty, choosing to harass and intimidate the auditor instead.
You guys are killing me.
Sorry?
What's your name, dude?
It's not funny, Higgins.
What's your name?
It's not funny.
Why don't you just tell me what you need?
Give me my name. Leave me alone.
I know, but this is getting a little ridiculous.
Just go away. I won't be too much longer. I'll film a little bit longer. Maybe I'll leave.
What do you want to film in particular? That's what I'm asking. Are you looking for something in particular?
Come up more professional next time and I'll give you an answer. Don't come up like this guy. Maybe you should have led the conversation, Higgins.
Just be careful, okay? Don't get
Higgins, please get him out of here.
He's a,
Higgins, you seem like a good guy, man. Get your
he's
dog.
An adult and sir, he can make up his own mind.
Like a good guy. Now show it.
Anyways.
Get this guy in.
Is there anything you need? If there's something you need, ask. Okay?
This was an officer's ego at its worst. He escalated a simple issue and ended up humiliating himself with these pathetic tactics.
Greg was an adult, so just saying. He wants to do it. Alright. Got you. Yeah, man.
Crazy O'Connor, if I didn't say you were going to leave before me, you would have probably left by now. But because I said that...
No, I'm here to make you feel safe.
You can't take that
I'm here to make you feel safe.
You just can't leave.
I'm just making sure you're safe. That's all I'm doing. We leave at the same time. I'm fine with that. We're good. I'm just trying to make sure that you're safe.
You just can't do the walk of shame, huh? Tried to come over here and bully me around, didn't work. Now you're scared to walk away.
I'm here to make
You're gonna stay here and hopefully you get something on me. Well, guess what? It's not gonna work, O'Connor.
I'm making sure you're safe. That's what I'm doing.
So what's gonna make what? You said I'm too close.
Well,
what if I step back?
If they come back.
What do you want me to do that will make you
step
feel
back
me more safe?
off the roadway, that would be
if I step back, you're gonna leave me alone.
Yeah, if you step back and then you're safe, and then you don't come back up here, because then if you come back up here, then I gotta come back and make sure you're safe.
So if I walk down there, right there.
Sure, step back.
Then you'll leave me alone, right?
That's on a hill, so don't do that because you might fall and hurt yourself.
Almost an hour had passed, yet the sergeant still refused to leave the auditor alone, completely neglecting any real police work. It is ridiculous how taxpayer money is funding this ego trip.
No, I want to make sure that you're safe.
You can't just let his ego go.
I don't have an ego. I just want to make sure you're safe.
You have the biggest ego. I've filmed hundreds of cops. Hundreds.
I just want to make sure you're safe. That's all I'm doing.
You have the biggest ego I've ever seen by far.
Okay. I'm just making sure you're safe. That's all I'm doing.
But you're really not, though.
No, I am. Because I'm a bigger presence.
That's why you came out here to begin with?
Well, I wanted to see what you're doing, what you're filming. What was the purpose of it?
For my safety at the beginning.
Well, no, because you were standing off the back of the road. You were standing way far back, but now you're real close.
Now that I knew my rights and didn't let you bully me, now you want to say.
No, you still don't know your rights, but you were further back from the roadway, so I was okay with that. But now that you're walking on it, you don't know them all, no.
Now, realizing that the sergeant was completely unhinged, the auditor decided to wrap things up. The situation had become frustrating and downright embarrassing with every passing minute.
Do you feel safe right now?
Have a good day, O'Connor.
Are you good?
Have a good day, O'Connor.
Are you safe?
Take a walk, O'Connor. Kick snow.
Are you safe?
Your fingers are getting a little close to mine. Okay. Please.
Are you safe? That's all I'm asking.
Have a good shift, O'Connor.
Are you safe? Is what I'm asking. Just say yes or no.
Take care, O'Connor.
Thanks for your step back.
Have a good one, O'Connor.
Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to my instructions. I appreciate it.
This was undoubtedly one of the worst police interactions ever caught on camera. The auditor eventually stepped back, but returned the next day to file a formal complaint against the officers involved. As of now, there have been no updates regarding the outcome of the complaint. Now, while this was painful to watch, these next cops had no clue that they were being recorded while they did the unthinkable.
Jerry, we're about to play a game of manhunt. I'm going to give you a 20-minute head start, and if I see you again, you're going to jail.
In August of 2024, a resident started to record when police officers detained a homeless man outside of the apartment building and then started to question him. The cops had their body cams off and were about to do something bizarre.
Even the guys in the crew started coming.
Yeah, well, Jerry, I might be seeing you. I might be taking you to jail right now.
That's what I hear.
Here, give me one reason why I should take you to jail.
And you know who I'm going to see tomorrow?
I don't care. Hold on. How old are you? You don't care about the kids.
Tomorrow?
You don't care about the kids. Don't play your kids. Don't play the kids part. You don't. Because you'd much rather shoot up in a fucking alleyway than be a fucking parent.
No, I wouldn't.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Garrett, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know how many times a day we hear that shit? You won't see me again. Oh, Garrett, I swear to God.
Garrett, I guarantee you, I'll bet $100 on my paycheck. I'm going to see you tomorrow. You see me in the morning.
Pick up that needle cap.
I'm going to see you tomorrow.
After 3 o'clock tomorrow.
See? 3 o'clock.
I gotta get my bags to my brother's house.
The officers were dealing with the guy quite casually, and it was clear that they knew him pretty well.
What's the address of the scene? It's 289 across the street.
Yeah. Why are you talking to me?
Oh, put it in the trash.
Yeah, so someone else can get jacked while you're discussing shit.
It's not mine. I swear to God, that one was not mine.
Here, you be pretty careful. Dude, I care about your kids. You can hold them right now. I'm not shooting up in a fucking dumpster.
I gotta get that.
You love your kids. You wouldn't be away right now.
Garrett, Manchester 88. I know.
You're not doing well yet. So you should never come back.
I'm not.
You should go back to Rochester.
I'm going to.
Good. Go to that.
You're gonna get Laconian, promise.
Instead of arresting him or issuing a ticket, the officers decided to play a little game, one that will leave you absolutely stunned.
Listen, I won't take you to jail if you can find me the capsules. Right there.
Oh, Garrett, your foot,
Left foot, your foot, right there. Nope, Cormac called the line. Fire!
Oh, there we go. Shoelace Express. Down here.
If I see you again tonight, you're being arrested. So you better hide somewhere.
Honestly,
that's not hiding. But Jerry, we're about to play a game of manhunt. I'm going to give you a 20-minute head start, and if I see you again, you're going to jail.
1 Mississippi. 2. We won't look. Away from you. 2 Mississippi. We're not going to look. 4. Start counting. 5 Mississippi. Oh, 6. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
It was surely bizarre to see the officers treat the law as a joke and play this game with this poor man. Everything was going fine with them until one of them realized that they were being recorded.
Say right or not, here we come. Right or not, here we come. Think about this for a second. Imagine. It's unbelievable.
Dude, well, he's like squatting in the alley. We're like,
dude, no, we drive by and he goes like this. He goes. Imagine. Take shit outside of your window every day. Imagine. Hey, folks. That'd be unbelievable. Sorry, someone was trying to poop on the side of your building.
It happens.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get it to stop.
The counting was a little weird.
We were giving him a head start before we finally arrest them.
Yeah, but making it a game was kind of weird.
Moving on, this corrupt cop was caught breaking the law in broad daylight and owned by this individual.
What is your opinion on officers, law enforcement officers' ability to break the law and not be held accountable to it?
It is rare to see a police officer held accountable for wrongdoing, but today we'll show you some shocking cases where corrupt cops were caught red-handed and punished for their crime. On December 4th, 2009, a routine drive took an interesting turn when an individual noticed something unusual while driving behind a police cruiser.
See that? That cop just made an illegal turn, no blinker, no nothing, no lights. Let's find out what exactly that's all about.
This officer here just made an illegal U-turn.
The man decided to follow the officer, which resulted in a bold confrontation, exposing the cop's questionable driving.
Deputy Alexander?
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
How you doing, buddy? Can I ask you a question? What is your opinion on officers, law enforcement officers' ability to break the law and not be held accountable to it? No? Do you think it's okay that you made an illegal U-turn, failed to signal, didn't use your lights just to come in here to get lunch? I know that. I'm saying you failed to use your lights. Not that it would be an emergency, but since you were going to make an illegal U-turn, if you were to use your auxiliary lights, I would understand. You're not going to you don't have an opinion that it's okay that you get to break the law, but yet you... Okay, how about you honoring your oath then, and then upholding the law? Would you do the right thing in this situation and write yourself a citation for violation of law? I'm not asking you to comment. I'm asking you to take action. I'm asking you... No, sir. All right, now I'm...
What is truly alarming? The officer's dismissive attitude, ignoring his concerns like he is above accountability.
I'm changing my statement. I'm asking you as a law enforcement officer, a sworn deputy in Duval County, which is sworn to uphold the law, you yourself knowing that you witnessed the actions that I stated, that the fact that you made an illegal U-turn, you failed to signal, no, sir, it's not an opinion. I have it on video. So you're not willing to acknowledge that you broke the law even?
No, I'm not willing to acknowledge that. I didn't break the law.
You didn't break the law? You didn't make an illegal U-turn out here? You did not make an illegal U-turn out here. I'm giving you one last chance. You can end it here, or else I can contact Internal Affairs and report your failure to uphold the law and the fact that you're lying to citizens. I appreciate you honoring your oath. Thank you very much, Deputy. You're a great example for law enforcement. Appreciate it. You be safe. Put your seatbelt on, buddy. Be safe.
The cop refused to acknowledge his crime and drove off as if nothing had happened, demonstrating his blatant disregard for the law. Caught in the act and still trying to lie? Wait until you see how this next officer got exposed.
I thought expired tag, you could just get a ticket. What's the need to pat down?
On September 4th, 2024, a First Amendment auditor was out on duty when he witnessed a man being unlawfully treated by a police officer. What happened next was shocking.
What they pull you over for, big dog? What they pulling you over for? Expired tags. And she need to pat you down for expired tags? That's a little obsessive. At least I think so. I thought expired tag, you could just get a ticket. What's the need to pat down? And you should always record, big dog. And as a passenger, you don't got an ID either. As a passenger, you're not even necessarily a part of the stop. You just happen to be in the car, so you don't got an ID or nothing, whatever it is she's trying to do. Now, if she asks you to step out, you got to. I don't know, especially just for expired tags. Now, like I said, you don't have to ID as a passenger. You don't have to. Uh-oh. I'm not in your way. Don't consent to no searches or none of that. I can speak freely. I am back.
Officer Mora took it too far by searching the man unlawfully over expired tags when all she needed to do was write him a simple ticket.
Like I said, just don't consent to no searches or none of that. Like I said, you're a passenger, so you don't gotta ID yourself, and just don't consent to no searches. Honestly, she's not even supposed to detain you as a passenger. So make sure when it's over, you get her name and badge number and you file a formal complaint, because she's not even supposed to do none of this to you as a passenger. You're supposed to tell her you ain't consenting to no searches. You're still supposed to say it just so you can have it on record.
She didn't stop there. After searching, she arrested both the driver and the passenger without any sufficient cause.
Now that's a full search what you just did. Well, I know how to do it better than you, obviously. See, passenger, that's why you always film. You don't never let them pull you over. Driver as well. Don't never get pulled over without taping. She literally said she pulled you over for expired tags, but y'all both in the back seat being detained. That don't even make sense. She know I'm right. Get that unit number SH6494.
Since the driver was unaware of his rights, the auditor stepped in and remained by his side to help and educate him.
Yeah, but she know I'm right. That's why she don't want y'all to hear me. Make sure y'all get her badge number and file formal complaints when y'all done. If all it is was expired tags, y'all wasn't even supposed to be pulled out your car. She could have just cited you and let you keep on going. So make sure y'all do y'all formal complaints. Don't let this shit blow over, because she absolutely wrong. And that's why she rolled up the window. She don't want y'all to hear me telling y'all y'all rights. So make sure y'all do that shit. Don't let it just blow over. Because that's how they get away with everything, because people don't follow up on it. Y'all got to follow up on it. Look, y'all supposed to be breaking out with them too. Y'all not helping the community. You got to police the police, because they don't know how to do their jobs. She done detained the passenger, searched them illegally, everything, all for expired tags. Something she could have talked to him through the car for.
By Officer Mora's behavior, it is quite clear that she is the type of officer who thinks that she can walk up, open the car door, and yank the driver out just because she feels like it.
Just gave him a simple ticket. They didn't even have to be pulled out, searched, put in the back of the car, none of that. Especially the passenger. He just a passenger, and he told her that he don't consent, so, and she still did a full search. She literally went in his pockets, everything. She's talking about he had a razor. Well, you wouldn't have knew that if he wasn't searching his pocket, and it's not illegal to have a razor. She lucky I'm on duty. I don't know how long I'm gonna stand here, but I'm gonna definitely stand here and make sure they all right for as long as I can. I see none of the other workers wanted to support the mans in the back seat. Nobody else cared but me, so when the tough get tough, you gotta keep going, man. Because they definitely didn't deserve that. She just seen two black men in a dirty truck, so she figured, oh, they doing something wrong outside of the tag. It gotta be more than that. She just figured it has to be more. She literally pulled them over, pulled them out. I don't even think she got their license and registration first. She went straight for the pullout, put them in the back seat, and went straight for the searching them.
Officer Mora's refusal to provide her badge number shows that she knew she was in the wrong, yet she remained ignorant.
Now, I don't know if she want to get out and try to search the truck when she's done, but for right now, she's absolutely in the wrong. If all it was just an expired tag. That's what the driver said. Now, I don't know if she hiding that she got more or whatever, but from what I heard, if it's just an expired tag, she doing too much. See, she lucky I got a delivery schedule I gotta keep. Like I said, I'm gonna stay as long as I feel like I physically can until I just know I gotta go, unless she get done with it quick. Let's hope she get done and just let them be on their way with their little citation. And I also want to find out if she tried to run the name of the passenger. I don't know what she in there doing. She done washed her hands, clean or whatever she was doing, but looked like she just wasting time. She tried to probably call back up and waiting on them, see what she do now. What's your name and badge number? Hey, y'all make sure y'all file y'all formal complaints, man. Cause I am, regardless if y'all do or don't. Can I get your name and badge number? She acting like she can't hear me now. You gonna fail the ID? Or you gonna give me your name and badge number? I'll wait.
While Officer Mora stayed calm and silent with the auditor, she called for backup. Shortly after, another cop showed up at the scene.
Ask her.
I was asking you to see you.
Well, I'm not conducting the stop. You gotta ask her what's going on.
Is this your car?
Is it? No, she got the people whose car it is in there.
Okay. So you're just
I'm just a concerned citizen. Okay. Not just to film, just to make sure she's doing her job right. She already overstepped. She done searched the passenger without consent. So that's already a violation right there. And it's supposed to be just for, it's supposed to be, well, I'm not too close. That's why you here. I'm not too close. If I was too close, I'll be violating. I'm keeping the distance. I've been distant since I got here. If all she stopped him for was just tags, I don't see what she need to pull the passenger out for. He didn't do anything wrong. He's just a passenger in the car. So why would he be searched and ID? What's your name and badge number?
Carrillo.
Huh?
Carrillo.
Carrillo, badge number what?
061.
All right. The corruption of these officers can be seen through the backup officer as he arrives. He jumped right in, defending Officer Mora without even knowing what had happened or what she had done wrong.
But yeah, if it's just tags, couldn't she just cited him and let him go?
That's it. She's taking the car now.
It looked like it's back far enough, so I understand that. But what about detaining the passenger and searching him and all that? He not the driver?
By its very definition, when there's a traffic stop conducted, the passenger.
Nah, The passenger don't have nothing to do with the stop. He might have to stay, but he don't have to ID because he's not driving. He's not making the violation.
Voluntarily IDs himself.
Well, he didn't. She obviously just made him do it. He didn't do it, and then she fully searched him. She didn't do a pat down on the outside. She physically went into his pockets.
You were like right there next to
I got it on tape. I got it on tape. I heard it. I seen it. I got it on tape. I seen and heard it.
You're probably a little too close.
Nah, never too close. That's what Zoom is for.
It is heartbreaking to see law enforcement officials who have no clue about the law violating fundamental rights and acting like it's all completely legal.
The mic sound Zoom too. Listen, the mic sound Zoom. Listen, the mic sound Zoom as well. And they were speaking loud enough to hear him. So
he's in the car and he gives her that information.
No, he was outside the car when that happened. See, if you was here, you would have knew.
If he's in the car and he gives her that.
But that happened outside the car over here. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. If you was here, you would have knew. Right now, you're just assuming because you're not sure. You just got here. I'm telling you as a witness to it.
Go both ways, sir.
I'm telling you as a witness to it. You just assuming. I was here. It's a big difference. I'm a primary source. You would be more like a secondary, right? Right though, I would be more of a primary. You would be secondary.
Manner speaking.
All right. So if we're talking about that, then I was here. You wasn't. So
I would say primary would be him. You'd probably be like secondary.
But I'm a primary source because I was there of it happened. I'm contemporary why it's happened. I'm there with it. I exist why it's happened. I'm here. So I could be primary. I don't know if you know how sources work, but you know, if you did, you would have been more familiar that I would be a primary source because I'm a first-hand source.
The auditor gives him a piece of his mind and calls out that condescending attitude. You can tell that he's a tyrant, and the chewing gum, well, it just adds to it.
You could not agree, but that's how it works. SH1890. It's not reading. That's not reading. That's just numbers. That's not reading. Letters and numbers. That ain't reading. It don't say anything. That's just reciting letters and reciting numbers, man. That ain't reading. I see you want to be a hard ass, huh? I mean, you got a very condescending type of, attitude right now. I don't see why, just because I'm here recording. Is that irritating you or something?
Not at all.
Then why you acting the way you acting?
I'm recording you just like you're recording me. Like,
but I'm not giving you attitude. You being very condescending.
How's that making you condescending?
Your reactions, your whole body language, everything you've been doing since you got here.
You may call it condescending. I may be calling it like I'm not going to get sucked into whatever you got going on.
I don't got nothing going on. I told you what I'm doing. I'm just watching. Concerned citizen. Everybody should pull up and watch when police is here, right?
They truly can't stand citizens who know the law and hold them accountable. All the backup officer knows is cops-plaining and really nothing else.
The question is, are you that concerned of a citizen within your own neighborhood?
Obviously I am.
Outside of the police.
Obviously I am. It's what I do. I hold government officials accountable. That's my main concern.
Community members accountable.
Your concern is to do that. That's your job. That ain't my job. As a citizen, my job is to hold the government accountable. That's your job to police the city.
So you're a Republican, what you say?
I never said I was either or. I'm just a citizen, standing up for people's rights. Now, if that's what you call a Republican, hey, that's your opinion.
I'm just wondering.
I'm just giving you some side on my side. I'm just giving you a little information. I never said I was either or. I'm just a citizen. I'm just a citizen and stand up for people's rights. And like I said, if you want to call that a Republican.
The cop's demeanor says it all. He is completely unaffected by the situation. It's like he knows he has the power, and even if he's wrong, nothing can be done about it.
We need more people out there looking after everybody.
We need more people like me, for sure.
Everybody.
For sure we need more people like me. I hold people accountable. I file formal complaints. I follow up. I do whatever. I make small claims. And we go to court after that if we got to. I hold them accountable to the full extent of the law. So,
hold who accountable?
Members of the government.
So if you do the same with council persons?
Yeah, any members of the government.
As long as you're fair about it.
That's why I said members of the government and not specifically police.
I'm good.
All members of the government. Right now it's just specifically you guys because y'all here. But everybody get held accountable. I got complaints on city councilmen, clerks, all type of shit, whoever do wrong.
Amidst all of it, it is impressive how the auditor stayed calm and kept spitting facts, leaving the cop completely speechless.
So you typically do the same thing to passengers then, because it sounds like you're in agreement with what she did. You pull a passenger out and detain him when he had nothing to do with the stop. He's just a passenger. And that's the same thing if he was in an Uber ride. You pull over the Uber driver, the passenger is not subject to your arrest or search or any of that. He can step out and let you search the car, but you couldn't search him just because he's a passenger. So what's the difference with a personal driver? He's a passenger.
Like you said, I wasn't here.
That's why I asked you, would you have handled it the same way?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
I mean, you could tell me. You don't want to tell me.
No, I can't tell you because every situation is different.
Okay, when you pull over, okay, look, if you pull over a car,
made that every traffic stop.
That's why I'm asking you. I don't want to assume. That's why I'm asking you. I don't want to assume.
That's simply not true.
That's why I'm not assuming. I'm asking you, would you handle it that way?
I don't know. It depends on who the passengers are.
You don't know who the passenger are. That's the whole thing. They're anonymous, and they're supposed to remain that way because they haven't committed any infractions. They haven't broken any law or broken any crime.
Now, it's not wrong to say that this man knew more about the law than the officer who is supposed to uphold it.
Do you know?
I'm asking you.
From what I heard, she didn't ask him, so I wouldn't know.
We typically ask that question.
Well, I didn't hear her ask. I was right there. You didn't ask me.
I don't need to ask you. What we have right here, this is just a consensual encounter.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be with a passenger. That's what it's supposed to be with a passenger as well. It's supposed to be consensual because he can. He's supposed to be able to leave too. If he didn't commit any crime, any infractions, why is he detained? He's not even driving. Whatever reason you would stop the driver for has nothing to do with the passenger.
The passenger is seized upon any detention of the motor vehicle.
He don't have to identify himself still. But he still wouldn't have to identify himself. Even if you would say he had to stay, he still wouldn't have to identify himself because he didn't do anything wrong.
He doesn't have to identify.
That's what I'm saying. But you said typically y'all identify everybody.
Well, typically they'll provide it voluntarily.
That's because y'all don't tell them their rights that they don't have to. You just ask for it. So since you're in uniform, they think that's what they have to do. Now, it would be a difference if you said you don't have to ID, but would you mind? I guarantee you 90% of them people wouldn't.
The real problem is that the cops have been getting away with this for so long, and people have just been following their orders that the officers now consider it normal. And this man had the strength to say it to a cop's face.
No, I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience. I have video evidence of it. I'm not just making this up. I'm not making it up. I'm just telling you from experience. This is from experience. I've had officers arrest me in City Hall for trespassing. How do you trespass in City Hall without breaking the law? Exactly my point. But it's happened. So it's not me assuming or just saying any old random comment. I'm telling you from personal experience. This shit happens a lot. Officers don't even know what a lawful order is a lot of the times. They tell you it's a lawful order because I said it. No, it has to actually have a law backing what you're saying for it to be a lawful order. So I've just had it all. I've seen a lot of it, man. So a lot of times these officers just don't know what they're doing. The 6 weeks of training just don't suffice. It don't. But y'all do that to have qualified immunity, I understand. Y'all tell people when y'all pull them over that ignorance of the law is no excuse, but then y'all get qualified immunity in court for not knowing the same laws. The judge will give you a slap on the wrist. And then it's justified then, right?
The man took the opportunity to educate the officer on the very laws that he was meant to enforce.
That's crazy. Y'all get qualified immunity for not knowing the law, but then y'all turn around and tell the citizens, oh, that's no reason. Just because you didn't know it, that don't mean it's not illegal. Y'all go in court and that hold up for y'all. So I don't really understand the system when it comes to that. Can you explain that? I don't think so. Oh man, why you didn't shake my hand? It's biasness. He don't like me, y'all. He didn't shake my hand.
When the officer ran out of excuses after hearing the man explain his rights, he did the only thing he could, which was to ignore him and walk away. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we witnessed some of the most shocking cases of dirty cops getting caught red-handed in their corruption and abuse of power. These individuals swore to uphold the law, yet their actions proved they were no better than the criminals they were supposed to stop. Law enforcement should be about justice, not exploitation, and officers like these must be held accountable. If you agree with me, please support us by liking the video, and if you enjoyed this video, watch how this cocky cop was humbled by a higher authority.
Hey, you know, we pass each other like such. I like to hit my brakes. Getting your blood flowing, getting you ready for work. I just like to hit my brakes. Scare you a little.